Okay. Oops. Greetings, friends, foes, agents, and hoes. Fairly Odd Foul-Mouthed Farmer here. Beautiful, beautiful day today. May 6th, 2023. Technical difficulties here. So, a little follow-up from the other day. Got the girls and the baby there. So I've been moving all of these winter pens behind me here. I didn't fork anything yet because I really wanted to show like how much was built up. I really thought that was pretty fun. And we are on a bit of a slope, so it's definitely a bit more over here where the girls are. And I have to say they've really shit it up a lot too. So there's that. And they're all, everybody's hungry. So it's that time. First I am going to come out here though. I don't have all my panels, as you can see. A lot of my pasture panels are behind me there. Paddock panels, pasture panels, whatever you want to call them. Use those to move around. They are the 16-foot cattle panels. What's up, Rowdy boy? Hi, honey. They're the 16-foot cattle panels. Stay down, boy. That you get from, you know, your farm supply places. And so my husband cuts those up, and I want to say he gets 3 pieces out of those. And then we take some conduit. I want to say it's 1/2-inch conduit. He cuts that up and uses that for a little more detailed here. He uses that. This is the conduit that he cuts. And I paint them like color code them, and you can see they're kind of like offset. This is a couple different panels kind of folded in half like a sandwich. And and then I put a smaller diameter, obviously, rebar through there to connect them. We kind of got the idea from some panels that we got from my grandma, and then these other panels. This is just like, this was our first paddock panel system that we used. The whole electric netting thing is a joke. I mean, look at all look at all these trees. There's no way I could do that through here. I tried a couple times to do that netting stuff, like just like to practice set it up with nothing in my way. It was a joke. I don't know if people do that. More power to you. I admire you. Because I can't do it. I watch so many people. And it's usually dudes. You don't see the lady out there. You know, we see all Justin Rhodes. He's like, oh, I got this. I watched him untangle it too. That's impressive, brother. That's impressive. It's not my bag. I have a couple spots that I could probably utilize that. And it probably would be good for like my pigs or something out in the open. But, yeah, it's an effing joke. So, anyways, this is where the girls were working yesterday. So this is just a really small area. So I'm trying to shut down those things over there. He's gonna get me more panels today. Woohoo! But it does take a little bit of time to make them. Plus the little rings on here that kind of hold together the 2 panels. So basically it's just like 2 panels sandwiched together. And like I said, I think he gets 3 of them out of it. I'm not really sure, because they're right. Maybe he gets 4 of them out of it. They're 16 foot, so yeah, maybe he gets 4 of them out of it. Maybe he does 4 4-foot cuts, and maybe it's a little bit shorter than that. But what he does too is what he's used to curly cue around the 2 pieces is actually the cutoffs from when you cut it in half, right? Because you're going to have something that sticks out and you don't want it sticking out. So you have to cut that off too. So you have all these links that are everywhere. Our little one gets into them. He just thinks they're so much fun. So they're everywhere. Anyways, and they are a bit of a pain to bend. But anyways, it's a really fantastic system. Everybody's like, oh, goats are terrible, blah, blah, blah. I haven't had any problem with them getting out. And, you know, if you really need to, like, pound the bejesus in it, they do like to, you know, kind of, like, they'll put their front, you know, hooves up on it to get at, you know, other leaves or whatever. But, I mean, they've never tipped it over. It's never been a big deal. It's strong enough that I can, you know, hang the 2-gallon bucket from it with their water and put, a little supplemental feeder thing out there, and you know, a couple of, it's no biggie, so it can really hold it. I was realizing the other day when I was setting this up, because we really haven't used this in forever, but I had all those other panels occupied, so I figured, well gosh, I gotta get those girls out here. They're driving me crazy and I'm running out of hay, and anyways, I'd rather save that for like a really crappy day. I'm running out of pellets and I'm trying to switch suppliers and stuff, so I'm just like, ugh. So obviously it's like spring flush, right? Come on. But you can't just pin them out or, you know, put them on a leash because there's all these trees. They'll get wrapped up lickety split, and I don't have time for all that stupidity. So, and this too is helping me. I'm basically keeping them away from, I don't think the little one's suckling off of Tina, but I don't know, we'll see how it is today. They've all kind of calmed down now, so they're all snuggled up together. Tina and Lola are usually headbutting, and anyways, it's been interesting. So I'm gonna get them out here and move this. It doesn't last very long. They really didn't eat that much of the, well, I guess they did. There's a lot of trampling going on too, but you could see I've got a lot of brown within here, and then it's like you look just right out here and it's all green. So they're doing their job, and we don't want to put too much impact, although I am probably putting a little bit more than I would like. It is what it is. That's why I gotta move my butt and go shovel that stuff out of where the winter pins are and get all that stuff shifted around. I'm basically playing like musical pins, right? Shifting some, because I'm gonna move the girls around. I just have to get the pigs, I should say, my porker workers, move them around, but I have to get a little more familiar with moving them. When I was taking that pen down yesterday, or I guess it's a couple days now. I don't know. I don't really keep that much track of time. So I try and timestamp these. So we can all keep track. Anyways, because it is fun to see the progression. But, so yeah, they're definitely opportunists. And they've never, I use the same panels for them as you saw, that I just showed, you know, the cattle panels all cut up, and they're coonies, and I don't have any problem with them rooting out. And I mean, you saw how thick their stuff was. I mean, it's probably like a good, I don't know. I probably should measure it before the sides get too distorted and disturbed. It's probably a good 6-8 inches in some spots. I'm pretty impressed. It's really cool. So definitely be doing that again in the, for next winter. It makes it a lot easier. I mean, what are you gonna do? Put your goats out here and walk hella far to go get them? That's stupid. So, and then they're just gonna crap it up, and you gotta move them. So you might as well just leave them in one spot. Let the the composting action of all the the shit and piss and all the litter, and just let it all build up. Do the deep litter method. Just keep adding carbon. It gets wet, it gets poopy, like Joel Salatin says. Carbonaceous diaper. Just add more carbon. Doesn't have to be straw. I mean, I was doing some fun stuff like, the goats, they waste a lot of freaking hay, and so I will take the hay that has dropped underneath the hay feeder for the goats, and I will feed that to, all the cats are coming out. There's Donnie. I will feed that over to the pigs, and then the pigs eat that, and then whatever they don't eat of it kind of adds to their bedding. And at one point there was just like an incredible excess of hay falling in the goat area, and so I just was like, oh my gosh, I just had like this large mound of it in the porker worker pen. And so I, instead of putting out new straw one day, I just spread that out because I realized that that big mound that I had, they hadn't really touched because it was just too much. Like they just hadn't gotten to it, right? And it was still all dry, even after all the moisture we had, the snow and stuff like that. What's up, guys? Got my titties down here. The Tony and Al. That's my Al titties. That's my Tony titties. Algie. Algie. And my sweet titties. You better catch that damn mouse that's been eating my plants. Anyways. You hear that, Al? Yeah. Yeah, get on it. Better get on it, Al. So anyways, there's just like an excess buildup, and so I try and be creative and reuse things and, make sure stuff's not going to waste. So, yeah. So we do deep litter. So I'm going to break that all down. I'm going to put a lot of that into my hugelkultur bed, and then I think there's just going to be too much. So, for my hugelkultur bed, and so I'll probably have to create another smaller bed for garden. Oh no, how terrible, another garden bed. Ah. So I'm going out to go get sticks today. I take a lot of these trees that come down, like this guy he's going to come down eventually. It's dead. But I give him a good shimmy shake. I feel like Paul Bunyan. And I just need a blue ox now. Dilipre blue. And I just knock down these trees that are dead. So, and I use those for my garden beds, and it's really fantastic. And then I put a whole bunch of other shit in there, sticks and shit. And I need somewhere to put the dog poop, and that was a really good place. I put a lot of dog poop in there, and then someone from the community was offering up a whole bunch of pine needles and variety of stuff, and I was like, hell yeah. So I went and got that yesterday. Gosh, I should have counted the bags. I still have them, but it was a good probably, I don't know, 10, 15 bags of like pine needles and all this lawn debris, and I think I found like one little piece of trash in it for like a Christmas ornament, like that filamenty stuff that came off of like a string of stuff. So I'm like, that's an odd green. So yeah, so I filled that up, and that's where a lot of the bedding from that will go. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh, we're gonna have a bumper crop of plums. I don't know, you probably can't see it, but behind me here, this fluffy looking stuff is all these beautiful, white, terrible in my opinion, smelling plum blossoms. I'm actually not smelling them so much now, but the other day they were very strong, and I was just like, that's so gross. I don't like the smell of them. I don't like the smell of the elderberries either. Everybody's like, elderberry wine, elderberry flower wine. I tried it, I picked the flowers, and I was like, this is fucking terrible. Horrible smell. Anyways, it's sickening. It smells like, I don't know, it smells like really terrible perfume. It's just not my jam, The plum, though. That plum is my jam. I'm gonna make some jam. Yeah, just like get me in the throat. I don't know what it is. I really wish I liked it. I don't like lilacs either. So, sorry. I don't mean to hate, but they just smell very odd to my senses here. Got a little electrolyte going on. None of that Gatorade bullshit here. Salt, y'all. You gotta have salt for life. How your electrons and shit fire. Okay, so I think I'm gonna switch over to my little mini cam and just show you how I move these panels, and then show again just the difference here. You got this. It's like the mirror trick. You got this beautiful green here. We're trying trying to get all that spring flush, really clip off the top. If I could move them faster, I would. So that's why I'm trying to get some other panels out here so I can make like a second one and kind of. And anyways, so yeah, I'm gonna get these girls moved. That way I can have them start storing up some milk and do them on a 12-hour fill, get that baby away from there. And yeah, get them moved and then go get my sticks. It's still beautiful and cool out. So, alrighty.